All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. I'm going to keep my voice slow to conserve my voice because a lot of you guys saw the video I did on the main channel, and it was 30 something minutes, and I still have some more videos to go to do today. Okay, so I did two videos already on there, and EOBot and the update because there's some changes over there, so you might want to check out the EOBot video and also the Iraq video over there. Okay, so this video right here is talking about the demonstrations that took place today in central Baghdad, and it's nighttime now, and it's 7:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or actually Baghdad time, excuse me, over there right now, and yeah, so things might be they might be scattering now, as you call it, as nighttime comes and dinner, and they got to go eat and do other things like that. But I'm pretty sure there's other people out there because, as you can see here, it says renewed demonstrations in Tahrir Square in central Baghdad under the slogan "Victory, Friday Victory." Okay, so Sauter did postpone the protesting. That and of course, some of you guys probably didn't know about that because I haven't been doing Iraq news. I just started back up today on 7717. So Sauter did postpone the protesting for reforms and things like that nature. But there is a demonstration right here, and they were calling out for reforms. Even though they're calling it Friday Victory, they were calling out for reforms, and they were also going at the government people for the stalled elections, or not being able to compromise with the elections for September and things of that nature. So and electoral commissions and stuff. Um, so it says here that the demonstrators were held in Tahrir Square in central Baghdad under the slogan "Victory, Friday of Victory" to support the armed forces involved in the process of restoring Mosul from the organization of the Islamic State. Now, yesterday we heard from many Iraqis that it was over, that the map was completely green, and that they had finished the battle completely in Mosul. Okay, so let's see what Abadi says today, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday at the very latest. We know they have an emergency meeting with DC on I think it's the 12th. I believe I could be wrong, but I think it's within the next 5 days, 4.5 5 days, depending on what part of the world you are. Some of you guys are already on the 8th. Okay, so yeah, let's see here. It says that the signs of the victory looms over us as we are given his sincere prophecies. We are filled with the pride that an army like our army is protecting itself from fever. This said the Central Committee overseeing the popular protests in Iraq. We really had to celebrate what they were winning after another to be gathered this Friday, victory for us to the martyrs of our army and our security forces and their wounds and other heroes. Okay, so says here that the statement added that we will not only be celebrating as they have determined themselves to meet our security and dignity, we from the Liberation Square and their blood, Ziki, I don't know what that is, or Zikai, divided to go forward in the fight against the causes of corruption, even the achievement of just demands to ensure Iraq's national fatherhood and independent and secure the love of the homeland and to the service of human. The desired change is the removal of the commission of misery and the law of the most desperate, neutral, and unfair elections. So there we go. So, like I said, they're talking about they're protesting not just victories for the army, but unfair elections, electoral commissions, postponements, reforms, and so many other things that they're talking about. It says, and replacing them with faces from Iraq and a just law from the very point of our need and our stage. Okay. So it says statement continued. Famoa, sons of Iraq, in the collection of this 7th of July 17 to Tahrir Square at 5:30 p.m. And the other provinces beloved every in his yard, to make it one day to honor our armed forces and the blessings of victory. It is scheduled to read a statement by the leader of the Sauter's movement, Sauter, on the service project in Tahrir Square in Baghdad. Okay, so Sauter's also going to be making some statements because this is his event that, they said they were postponing, but it looks like the citizens said, nope, let's not postpone it, but let's call it Victory Friday or something like that. What do they say? Yeah, Friday Victory. Okay. It says here that urgent upper reference calls for fighters to accelerate the stability and victory. And then also we have here that it says counterterrorism, resolving the Battle of Mosul is imminent. Now let me go to this one real quick. The Battle of Mosul is imminent. Yesterday, the Iraqis on Twitter were saying, and also Facebook were saying, it's completely done. Okay, so we have federal police saying that it's like 99.9% done. I mean, they won't, for some reason, they don't want this to end. I've been saying that since I told you guys that in January. I said, don't be surprised that we're sitting here in July. Remember that? And some of you guys caught on to that. And we're talking about it over the weekend while I was on my little vacation on Facebook. But I made it clearly. Don't be surprised if we're sitting here in July and we still ain't liberated. Because for some strange reason, they don't want it to be liberated. I mean, they're going to get 99. Yeah, we're 99.9. They just don't. They refuse to say that they're fully liberated. For some reason, I don't know if that because it's going to take the attention off of them and they love the attention that they're getting. I don't know what it is. It could be just because they're corrupt and they don't want to call Mosul, especially if it's linked to the economic reforms. We don't know. First it was, they can go into a district and they can take the whole district down within 48 to 72 hours. Now, when Mosul's coming to an end, it's 300 meters. 200 meters. 3 days later, 100 meters. 3 days later, it's about 10,000 civilians in a 100-meter radius. Are you serious? Now you're making up things, right? So now today, we're 99.9. After Iraqis come out on Twitter said it's 100% completed and done. Even Mosul I said it's 100% completed, and so it's funny how they're federal liberation declares al-Najafi street of Mosul liberated, and then you started seeing them go to street and meters to meters to meters. They really don't want this thing to end. Okay? So, but they're at 99.9% completed. They refuse to go to 100. They want it to last. They want to continue, us to continue to talk about them. They don't want this thing, they don't want the attention to come off of them, I guess. That's what I'm thinking. Because what military tells you that you're 99.9% completed? They'll just say they're 100%. And even if there is some pocket holes in there, they'll just say that, because there's always going to be pocket holes. There's always going to be breachings and bombings and all that. There's always going to be that. It doesn't matter if you're 100% liberated or not. There's always going to be that. So the fact that they have gone so desperate to go to 300 meters left, 1 kilometer left, 800 kilometers left, 600 kilometers, and this is not within hours, ladies and gentlemen. This is within days. Like, We got 1 kilometer left. Then it took a week. We're at 800 kilometers. You telling me it took you a week to get 200 kilometers? You see what I'm saying? So, but you took out districts. You took out big districts within 72 hours. Okay, so we know they're playing games. We know it. They don't want to give us the liberation of Mosul, and fully, right? Because it's already liberated. Mosul's liberated. They've already had their parties. They've already had the celebrations. We saw a live video of them doing their parade ceremonies. They've already done everything. Everything is over. We're just waiting for a body, and we're just waiting for the map to be fully green and a body to make the official announcement that the military operations in Mosul are completed. That's all we're waiting for. Abadi has already said Mosul's completed, liberated many times. He just needs to now say that the full military operations in Mosul are over. Okay? And that's what we're waiting on. So, yeah, I mean, it's been manipulation after manipulation after corruption after corruption after delays after delay after delay. Oh yeah, and let me talk to you guys about this, because I did talk to one of my prophet friends today about, once again, about the she told another prophet about it, and her other prophet friend, and they were talking about I guess they were talking about like the 70 day wait or something like that. 70 day to 90-day wait after the RV happens, whenever the RV happens, and so they prayed. I guess she asked her friend to pray about it, and her friend said, "Oh, no. No. That's not how it's going to go down." So I guess her friend prayed about it. Her friend is really powerful, prayer warrior, and she prayed about it, and I guess God told her, no, that's not how it's going down. So I've already told you guys from a long time ago, and many people have also confirmed it, that it's, once this thing happens, it's within 5 to 10 days, that we're going to see the rate go to its all-time, to its high, and then it will then tail off from there. Okay, so anybody listening to anybody else and not praying about it, don't even listen to me. Go and pray about it like everybody else has done, right? So you want to pray about these things, right? This is your money. And here's the thing. Common sense should kick in at any time. Why do you need to listen to people to have common sense anyways? Because I was even telling her, I was like, common sense would say, I don't need to listen to Currency 365. I don't need to listen to anybody talking about Iraq. Common sense would be, when the rate's at a certain price that I like it, I'm going in. Common sense wouldn't be, common sense would be, I just watch the price. I don't need to watch the days. I don't care about the 5 days, 10 days, within 5 to 10 days business. I don't care about 90 days, 70, 90 days, or whatever all these other people are talking about. I don't care about none of that. As soon as I see the price go to where I go to where I believe it's going to go to, I'm out, right? Many people are going to be out on day one anyways, and that's what I did tell her that as well, and she knows that. Many people are going to be out on day one. They're not even going to listen to anybody anyways. Many people have been holding this thing for so long. They are in desperate situations. They are fed up with this thing. When this thing happens, they're gone on day one. They're going to go rush right to the bank, and they're going to pay all the fees, and they're just going to get out of it and remove it from their lives and exchange it for US dollars in their bank account, and then buy some gold and silver and some cryptos and just move on. Some of them are going to sell it all off, buy some gold and silver, some cryptos, some Chinese yuan maybe, some VND or whatever else that's available at the time, and they're gonna go right back to work like nothing happened. And that money will be sitting in their account, and then they're gonna move it around some gold and silver, maybe in some vaults, and maybe on the gold money. The savings account that is in the description section. That's for you guys. Many of you guys have already signed up to gold money. So a lot of the money is going to be in there, and the banks and several different banks, because you can't trust one bank. You don't want everything in one bank. Spread it around to maybe 5 different banks that you pray about that are going to be strong. At least going forward for the next 5 years. Get some vaults maybe at the crib or somewhere else, some location, secret location that you have, and you're gonna go right back to work like nothing happened, and you're gonna continue with your lives. And some of you guys are going to go to the bank, cash it out or exchange it out, excuse me. And then you're gonna give some to all your family members. And then you're going to go right back to work like nothing happened. That's how some of you guys are going to be. A lot of people are not going to be listening to many people. Only a few people are going to be listening to, oh yeah, I got to wait 90 days or 60 days because this person told me to do it, or this person told me to do this, to wait 10 days. This person told me to wait 20 days. This person said don't do anything for 3 days. A lot of people are not going to do that when this thing happens. As soon as this thing happens, people are going to be jumping out and down, crying, praying, thanking God, and saying, thank God it's over. And they're going to go right to the bank the next day. They might take a day off just to soak it in. And then the next day they'll get up and go and do an exchange. They might sell half, keep the other half, and then come back 3 days later, sell another half, come back, sell the rest. You might do it in 4s. Everybody's gonna have different game plan. Some people might do it in 10ths. They might take a 10% of it first day, come back 2 days later, take another 10%. Couple more days, take another 10%. They might do it like that. Everybody's gonna have their own way of doing it, and some people are gonna do it so easily that they're gonna go right back to work, and no one's gonna ever know that they did it. The transaction, then their lives have changed because they're not even gonna show it. They're gonna go right back to work. Now, of course, their family members are gonna know and things like that, because you can't hide wealth. That's one thing you can't do. You can't hide wealth. Even if you're a normal person, there's people that know you're wealthy, right? And it could be your friends, You're going to, basically, you cannot hide. The people who are wealthy, eventually you're going to find, you're gonna know they're wealthy, right? It doesn't matter if you wear the Scooby-Doo shirts. You know how you got some millionaires, especially in Silicon Valley or in Seattle, Washington, where they're millionaires because they work at Microsoft or something like that, and they wear like the Orange Crush shirts and the silicone and the they just wear regular t-shirts, 7-Up shirts and stuff because they want to be as normal as possible. But then they slip up and people would know that they're wealthy. You know what I mean? You cannot hide wealth. Everybody knows who's wealthy and who's not. You can't hide. I don't care if you drive an old 92-year-old, a 1992 Celica, whatever the case may be. You cannot hide your wealth. You're always going to, at some point, your neighbors are going to know you're wealthy, and everybody's going to, doesn't matter what you do, because you can't hide wealth. Just like you can't hide wisdom. It's hard to hide wisdom. You can try, but the universe is going to put you in a position where you expose your wisdom. Because wisdom should not be hidden. And wealth also it's not going to be hidden. Now you got a whole bunch of people that, especially these rappers, right? They'll just floss out their wealth. They'll hold their money to the air and take a picture. That's just stupidity, right? That's stupidity. And this is why many of them go broke, right? They cash into the air and they pretend and that they have wealth. They don't have wealth. No one who has wealth is holding cash to their ears, right? And taking a picture. People who have wealth don't move like that. But that's at the same time, people who have wealth, a lot of people know who they are. because it's hard to hide wealth. And I think a lot of you guys are going to try to hide it, and it's going to make it worse, right? Instead of just coming out and say, hey guys, look, and you telling your family, hey, look, the Iraqi dinar went off, and I do have some money. Okay, just letting you guys know. Bye. Like at least do something like that, because when you try to hide it, and you got all this money and you're moving differently and everything's different. You got a life insurance. Like you got a life insurance policy now. Like people are gonna realize like something's up. Like you got life insurance, you got dental now, and you got medical care. You're getting now treatments if you have some type of issue, or you're getting your teeth cleaned. Because that's what we're all gonna do, right? When this thing happens, we're all gonna be going to the dentist, getting our teeth fixed and cleaned and shiny. We want to smile perfect. A lot of us been waiting to do that with our money. We're all gonna go to doctors to get checkups, and we're all gonna be going through maybe some physical therapy, and we're gonna have money for stuff like that. And remember the video I did on touching, though. Remember that. So remember, if you are going to be going through some type of physical therapy because after the RV, make sure you cover yourself, because I did do the video on touching. So check that video out if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's a video on the power of touching, or the danger of touching. I can't remember what it was, but something about touching. Okay. But anyways, so everybody's going to have different things that they're going to be doing. And many people, I think 70% of people are going to be trying to cash out the first day or exchange the first day. And I have no clue what that means for the humanitarian fundings, because the humanitarian fundings are waiting on this RV as well. That's why we haven't had our fundings yet. So they're going to take the RV. They're going to exchange that RV in. They're going to have the funds they need to fund the humanitarian projects. And then that's where we come in with the deals, our deals, and everybody's going to have different deals. Maybe you'll get a buyout from the company that you're in. Maybe the funding will trickle down to you. You'll get some of that funding to help the business out, or maybe help yourself out 50%, and then help the other 50%. You're helping the business out. I don't know. Everybody's thing is different. Okay. So, but everyone's waiting on the same thing. Everybody's waiting on the RV. And then they're going to be able to use that money to then fund all the humanitarian projects and companies that they are been waiting to do for so long. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, so hopefully by this weekend we hear from Abadi saying that the army, the military has stopped military operations in Mosul, and Mosul has come to an end. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. We hope it's before the meeting in DC. So please don't play yourself, Abadi. They have an emergency, not emergency, but an important meeting in DC coming up, and Abadi needs to make sure that they announce this thing and make sure that Mosul is over before the CBI and their delegations meet in DC in this important meeting. And then, because it's the meeting before the IMF meeting in August, I'm pretty sure DC is going to meet with them and make sure check everything off the checklist. And now this is, of course, if we're going to be seeing a rate change. They want to make sure everything is checked, everything has been completed, and then they give them the thumbs up to go meet with the IMF. So hopefully that's the case. We don't know, but that could be the case. Okay, so that's it. Talk to you guys later. Eyes open. Bye.